I was born in 1956, so I am old. Not as old as our idiot president, but old nonetheless, which I think gives me some perspective on what's going on in the world. It's very scary right now. And I'm glad to be here in this community. I was a teacher, formerly, and a liberal arts major. And because of that, I lean towards the left. And I hate politics. I hate everything about it. So I sought out a refuge. Again, that's why I'm here. It was named after Glenda Jackson, the British actress who I adored, and she actually got me into theater. She was kind of my role model. And I loved the theater and wanted to pursue it, but my parents were adamant that I get a liberal arts degree and become a teacher, because they were both teachers. So I ended up minoring in theater arts, which actually ended up working quite well for me. When I graduated, got my teaching credential, I started working at DePaul University in Chicago. And during the summers, I had free time, so I ended up doing plays in Chicago, community theater. And then later on, I ended up doing commercial work and voiceovers, because I used to love to read to kids on weekends. And I came up with all these very interesting voices. They loved it. I was married to Fred for 30 years. And we never had children. The closest we got was a pregnancy that I lost in the 3rd trimester, a stillborn. I was devastated at the time. But Fred and I were so in love that we decided that we were enough for each other. He died 3 years ago. We were having dinner, pork chops his favorite. He got up from the table and excused himself, and he was dead 10 minutes later. He was cold before the paramedics could revive him. After that happened, I had to get away. I couldn't stand anything that reminded me of him. So I came here to FUC. And I'm glad I'm here. It gives me a community, especially now during COVID. Can you imagine? If I was in a senior living community, I'd probably be dead. Fortunately, I'm here with other families. There's about a dozen adults, 9 kids, and for the most part, I like it. Some things are not so great, but the things that are wonderful, I have my own residence, I have my garden, the swimming pool is great, we have family meals together once a week, everyone adheres to strict social distancing protocol, so I really appreciate that. And we also do have a method for being able to air grievances at our meetings twice a month. The things I don't like are some of the children. Moonbeam is a monster. There are things that go missing. Like, for instance, now we have a key to our mailbox that is gone, vanished into thin air. Most likely it was Moonbeam. That would be my best bet. And I'm really trying to think of what else I don't like. But I guess when you look at the things I like and the things I don't like, it's a sure win for being here. It provides me a sanctuary away from the chaos of the world. So I'm really glad I'm here. I do think that some of the kids are undisciplined. I believe that kids need and want discipline. It makes them feel safe. Many kids that are here do not feel safe, period. But my opinion is not necessarily welcome. So I do my best. But right now, it's about that time. I need to go make dinner and get ready for bed. I have a lot of gardening work to do tomorrow. Good night.